Hello and welcome guys to the tutorial of Easy Icebreaker. So I'm just gonna show you how we need to install it and how to get it running basically. So first thing first, you will receive this file. This is for a MacBook. So don't worry about the other files. This is just my other files for Icebreaker, but basically you're gonna get this file. So you're gonna double click, then you're gonna drag over into applications, and it's gonna show up in the application area. So if you go to Launchpad, you will see Icebreaker. Now, usually the best way of launching it without actually starting it, I'm gonna show you, depends on your MacBook, but if you have Intel MacBook and not M1, M2, M3, like depends which MacBook it is, but you can always, if you don't really know, it doesn't really matter, because you can just go into terminal. So you would go into Launchpad, you write terminal, it's gonna open a terminal window. So I have it opened already, so I'm just gonna open a new one. And basically you're gonna get like this type of black box. So what you do is you will receive as well with the software, you're gonna get these notes. Now you're gonna get the key, license key, and then you as well gonna get it the what's called the special command. So we're gonna copy this command and we're gonna pass it into the terminal. And it's gonna ask you to enter your password of your MacBook. So I'm just gonna do mine. Just 1 second. Sorry, I forgot my own password. As you can see, so when you're typing the password, it will not show that you typed anything. It's invisible. So it will be just, you will be typing, but it's not gonna be showing. As you've seen in the, I typed in, nothing was showing, and then I clicked enter, and now it's ready to go. So basically, it just allows to bypass MacBook certification kind of thing, but it doesn't really matter. I'm not gonna go in too deep into this. So we turn off the terminal, and then we're gonna go into application folder. So we have the application folder here, and as you can see, we have the Icebreaker. Usually the best option to do first time if you're launching the app, you double click and just open. Not double click it, but 2 fingers on the note to open this type of whatever you call this bar basically. So, and then you click open. It's only for first time. Now you're getting the license activation area. So you can do start free trial, but it's gonna expire. So it's gonna give you like 30 minutes and it's gonna expire. So we're gonna give you the key. So I'm just getting this demo key, and you're gonna enter this key here, pass it into the thing, click enter, and license have been successfully activated, as you can see. So now this software, you can expand it if you want, but I usually keep it kind of closed. So we're gonna go through how it works. So first of all, you need to log into your Facebook account. So we're gonna click this, make sure to click allow, and it's gonna load up one bar. You can see a tab. It's gonna load up Facebook tab, and it's gonna open up blank 2 pages. So don't worry, leave this one open. If you're gonna close this one, it's not gonna work anymore. So I'm already logged in, but for you, it will show how to log in basically, and that's it. So now what we do is I have a test group, which I'm gonna click on it. This is just a test group. Of course, you will take some, other type of group. So, but this is our test group. So you go into the group, the one that you wanna find the members and message them. So then we're gonna click share. We're gonna click copy link. You could in theory click it from here, but it's better sometimes because it's sometimes a messy URL. So better to select from this area here, copy, click. You see where it says share, copy the link. So now we're gonna go back into the Icebreaker. We're gonna put this in here, and that's it. And now it's gonna be texting the templates. Now we're gonna go into message templates. So you can add as many as templates as you wish. It's very important to use these things. You can just copy these, or use name or full name. It's very important because your message has to be unique every single time, so it's gonna pull their name. So let's say, hi, we're gonna make a simple template, hi, and we're gonna use this option, click here, and then space, and then how are you today, question mark. You can do whatever text you want, of course, probably relevant to what you're gonna be advertising, and add the template. So as you can see, you can delete the templates if you don't like them, you can change, you add, but you cannot edit the templates. You will have to remake the new template. You can just delete the templates for the moment. So then we go ahead to max messages, limits, safety stop. So basically to not overwhelm your Facebook, to not oversend too many messages. So we keep it, if you're starting out first day, I suggest to go with maybe 10, 15 messages. Then next day, increase it by 5 or 10, to the point where it's realistic, and this is just a safety feature, basically, to turn off the messages in case, you start sending too many, or you forgot to turn off the software and it's gonna be sending thousands of messages. So just to be careful. Now, advanced timing settings. So this one, you don't have to touch anything, but I will go through it. So it's already preset as in the best way as possible. So for the ones that don't want to get involved too deep, just leave it original. But I can go over. So delay between messages means like how long till it goes to next profile and types the new message. Typing speed, so it's how fast you're typing, so it's gonna choose random amount of speed. Some messages will be faster typed out, some of them gonna be slower typed out. So basically this is just nothing you should consider changing here, only if you understand. Breaks after messages, so what it does, like after 10 messages or up to 15 messages, so it can pick random amounts. So after maybe 12 messages, it will go into homepage and start scrolling Facebook, like to look like a real person. So you don't it's gonna just scroll, watch videos, and then gonna come back afterwards to do messaging. So it's acting like a real person would do, taking a little break. So break duration, how long you want the software to take a break, meaning like scrolling on the homepage, watching videos. So from 3 to 7 minutes on average, so that's realistic, a person would take a break that long. But I suggest don't touch it, leave it as it is, only if you know what you're doing. Now, demo mode. So first of all, I suggest to always go ahead with demo mode to see how it works. So it's just gonna type messages, but it's not gonna send them. So that's basically the best option to do. And when you're starting out. And language test, don't need this, don't touch this, it's not important. It's for my own purpose when we were testing the software. Now what's important is headless mode. Headless mode basically means that you have to you don't want the browser to be interrupting your software, so it runs in the background and you can use your laptop, because if you run like I have it right now, it will be popping up, the messages. You will be able to see everything what's happening. But if you don't want this, you basically turn this headless mode on. But very important part is headless mode has to be turned on. So for example, right now we are not in the headless mode. We logged into our Facebook. First time you always have to use not the headless mode. You have to first log into your Facebook. Well, I'm gonna show you example. So for example, I turned off now. I want the headless mode. I turn on the headless mode. I click reconnect. So it's gonna create invisible Chrome in your MacBook, and it's basically, you can see browser reconnected, ready to continue, invisible browser, it's on. So now if I'm gonna start typing messages, if I'm gonna run like, I'll click start, it will run in the background. You will not be able to see anything, but you can use your computer in that time. Otherwise, it's gonna keep popping up and you won't be able to use your computer. At the very start, I suggest to not use the headless mode, because the headless mode is better when you already warmed up your Facebook account. So at the very beginning, you see I turned off the headless mode, so it's turning back on to the normal mode, and basically it's gonna open this second tab window. Now, so we're gonna go back to explain further. Debug mode, it's only for my purpose use when we were debugging, testing the software, so it's not important for yourself. And there is bypass exclusion list. So for example, you can use this bypass exclusion list because when you're gonna send messages and you're gonna get all these users in the exclusion list, it means it's adding people that you already messaged to. If you want to text them again to the same people, you can click bypass exclusion list and they will get again the message when you're gonna run the system. So I suggest not to bypass, because why would you text the person that didn't answer you again, with the same offer? But could be a case where you need to use it, so maybe you might need, so we left it there. Now you can add users that you don't want to, message to. So for example, if you have some friends and you don't want them to see you messaging, like we're gonna click this user, so you can see user ID is here. So we're gonna copy this from URL. We're gonna go back into here and pass and add. So now I excluded this person, so it will never message them. So you can add your people that you don't want to message, and leave it like that. As well, you can view who is in the exclusion list, but it's by the numbers, so you're not gonna get the full link. As you see how I added this user right now. Now here you can clear this exclusion list, so it clears, it's gonna be empty, so it's not gonna exclude anyone. So these are very simple things, to do. So basically what I would do after I set everything up, it would probably go in and start, it would start messaging the people. So you can click start and it will start, but I suggest to go with the demo mode at the very beginning, just to see how it's typing the messages, because it's better that way. So yeah, guys, that's it. If you need any help, let us know. But I think it's fairly simple. This version that we have right now, it's fairly simple, so you can just run it, try it out, and see how it works for you. Okay, see you in the next video. We're gonna do the Windows version, but it's fairly similar to this one.